Y'all thought I was done talking about mental health? Nah, this is about to become a series because this needs to be talked about. Doesn't get talked about enough, in my personal opinion. We're gonna get into it. Cue the intro. Welcome, welcome back to Lawn Unearthed. Another installment on mental health. Told y'all this was gonna become a series, man. Told y'all it was gonna become a series. I get real passionate about the topic of mental health, man, because it's so many of us running business, going through the day to day, that just shrug our shoulders and just don't even focus on our mental health, man. There's not too many business owners, especially small business owners, who aren't going through some type of struggle. For example, you may see that $1 million business and look at that business owner and go, ooh, man. Oh, man. I really wish I was in his position. I wish I could be just like him or her. I really wish I could be in their shoes. Then if you were to get in their shoes, what you might not know is, oh, that company's covered in debt. Or that person stays up all freaking night because they're trying to figure out how to feed the beast, how to keep their employees busy, how to make sure they always have work, how to make sure they're able to feed their families. So yeah, that's just a little example right there. But once again, man, today's mental health edition, honestly, is going to be on your condition, your health. Because what shape you're in is critical to your mental health. Well, Jane, what are you talking about? Whatever do you mean? That is two different things. Mental health and my health. Wrong. False. That is the same thing all day, every day. Let me ask you this. If you're completely unhappy with the condition that you're in, if you wake up every morning worried that you're not in the best health, if you have a family condition that can be passed down to you, does that affect your mental? I would say yes. I give a prime example just by talking about myself. Men in my family have had history of heart conditions. So what does that mean for me? What that means for me is I got to do my best to stay in the best physical shape, to put the right stuff in my body, to where that trend is broken. By the grace of God, that trend will be broken. You know, one thing that really causes like a lot of heart attacks? It's stress. So when I say take care of your health, I'm also talking about taking care of your stress, not just your physical health. There was a statistic out that, forgive me because I did not look this statistic up before I hopped on here to go ahead and talk about this installment on mental health. But it was a statistic on pastors. Now, what's the biggest working day, the busiest working day for any pastor of the week? Sunday, for most, right? So there's a stat out there that I've seen at some point in time where the most amount of heart attacks, there is a crazy high number. All pastors that have had heart attacks, it was like a crazy amount, a crazy percentage, like I mean super high percentage. The most popular day for a heart attack was what day? It was Monday. So think about that for a second. Their busiest day is Sunday, and on Monday shows the statistics on the highest day that they're known to have heart attacks. Why is that? Stress. They're giving it their all to their congregations. Some of the most stressed people you'll find are business owners. How do you deal with your stress? So before we really get into that some more, I gotta ask the usual questions, man. Did you check on your people, man? Well, if you haven't, you got to check on your people. You have to check on your people. Come on, y'all. So, out of curiosity, how you doing? How you feeling? How's your mental? Did you find somebody to talk to about some things in business? Someone like-minded. I'm telling you right now, that is one thing that is really going to help. Once again, I say, don't get frustrated when you have family members that don't understand what it is that you go through. It's not their fault. They just don't go through the same struggles, as you do as a business owner. So you got to find someone that's like-minded that understands, whether it's another business owner or even better, somebody who's in the same field as you that can really relate. So stress. How do you deal with your stress, man? I've mentioned this over a couple podcasts when it comes to how I kind of deal with my stress to decompress. One way I do this, is spending time with my family. That's a big way I do it. Another way, I like to ride my motorcycle when I get a chance. Used to be into a lot of like ATV riding and everything, but we kind of gotten away from that over the years. But motorcycle riding, definitely. Sometimes for me, I go work out. Like if I got some stress, sometimes I gotta go work out. Sometimes I gotta go ride the bicycle, you know what I mean? And the kids can come along with that, so that's a great thing too. Or just going to the kids' games. Another thing that helps me with stress is one of the main things is spending time with my wife. Another thing I would say is about that, just kind of on the spending time with my wife. Now, if you have a spouse, a significant other, I will tell you, if you're going through a tough day, sometimes just hearing their voice will help your day get back on track. I don't know how many tough days I've had where I've called up my wife or she's called me, and just talking to her is enough to push the stress to the side and keep moving forward. Now, a lot of people get into stress over finances, and that's a touchy subject right there, man. That's a real touchy subject. We talked about finances last week, but you can only deal with what you can control. Yeah, I know what y'all thinking. Oh, that's real easy for you to say when you sitting here on this podcast, telling us this, telling us that. Nah, it ain't easy for me to say it. Because, once again, I'm in this with y'all. I go through a lot of the same stuff. I definitely go through a lot of the same stuff as y'all. I am a business owner. But most importantly, I am a husband. I am a father. I am a son, brother, cousin, godfather, vice president of a motorcycle club, etc. Oh, most importantly, what I probably should say right away is I am a believer as well. So yeah, there is a lot on my plate. A lot of people that I thrive to do things for. But you know what? I don't let it get to me as stress. And I am real blessed. I can sit here and say I am definitely real blessed. But yeah, what are some things y'all do to get over stress? What are some things that y'all do to get over stress, man? Because I will tell you right now, and I'm going to say it once again here, that is huge when it comes to your mental health, dealing with your stress. So, before I sign off here, once again, I'm going to ask you, how you doing? How you feeling? How's your mental? And I'm going to say to you, check on your people, man. You got to check on your people. Well, that's my 2 cents worth this week. Tried to keep it short and sweet this week. Y'all take it easy. Peace. Thank you for listening to Lawn Unearthed, where we dive into deep topics, discussing not only the highlight reels, but we talk about the lowlight reels, the struggles, the successes. Anything we want to talk about for today, we will cover on this podcast. Once again, I appreciate you for listening to this. If you can, please give us a 5-star review. We are currently on Apple, Spotify, Anchor, YouTube, and still working on a few more. Thanks again for listening to us. Y'all be blessed. Peace.